Hello and welcome back, or if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take a further look at my Alienware R10 Ryzen edition with the RTX 3070 and its future upgradability. I kinda glossed over that in the first one because I was a little upset about the temperatures, but figured let's take a look at that today. If you missed the first part, just click on the link up there and it'll take you over there, so you can watch that first, and then return here to get part 2. So what did I miss? Well, the eagle-eyed viewers out there and PC gurus probably already know, but let's dive into this and take a closer look at the features and upgradability. Firstly, looking at the motherboard here, as you can see, it's a Dell OEM AMTS-SH revision A00. This is a B550 chipset motherboard. However, if you open any hardware tools like Hardware Info 64, it will show that this is a X570 chipset, which is incorrect, so don't be fooled like I was at first. As you can see here, you have two 8X PCIe slots, though only the top one is a 4.0 slot, so keep that in mind if you think about doing SLI or Crossfire in the future there. Is that still a thing? And in addition to the two 8X slots, you have two 4X PCIe slots, so some upgradability there. Not a lot compared to some other boards, but hey, for the price you paid, still can't complain. Zooming in on the NVMe here, as you can see, it is a Micron or Microm 3300 512 gigabyte NVMe drive there, which not very large considering how big games are these days. God, sorry there, choked a little bit. Now looking over here, you see we got our other M.2 slot. However, this is just for networking specifically. As you can see, there's a Wi-Fi card in there and two little antennas running up to the top of the case. So, keeps you in good shape there when you're using Wi-Fi. Although, personally, as an avid gamer, I really recommend just plugging in an Ethernet cable. I know it's not feasible for everybody, but that's one less thing to go wrong in your connection when you're playing your online games, and if you're playing for rank, DCs are the worst. So if you're experiencing that, just my 2 cents of advice, pull out an Ethernet cable, give it a try for a couple rounds, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, don't listen to me. You probably want to contact your ISP though. Taking a closer look at the motherboard power connectors, you can see we have a 24-pin power connector, and 8-pin CPU power connection, which is just two 4-pins mashed together to make an 8-pin. Next, the white connector at the bottom here is for your front panel LEDs, and next to that is your front panel audio. And if you look through my totally invisible hand, you will see the front panel USB 2 and 3.1 connectors right next to an already plugged in SATA data cable. No, there's not an extra hard drive, but this should make it super easy to add an SSD or HDD without having to hunt down a data cable. Now, let's look at the extra power connectors you get with the 550 watt power supply. You get a 6-pin SATA power connector. Honestly, not sure what it's used for, as I've never used one before, but you might know. Then, two standard SATA power connections. Also, you get not one, but two 8-pin GPU power connectors, so if you wanted to swap the card out for another that requires 16 pins for power, you have that option without having to upgrade the power supply. Finally, you see two more SATA power connectors here, so 4 total if you wanted to add some extra hard drives or just other accessories like LED lighting. And just popping out that other end of the SATA data cable I was mentioning a minute ago, so it's already ready to go. Just gotta grab a power cable, throw your hard drive in there, and your two connectors are already in place. Now, can you upgrade your power supply? The short answer is yes, absolutely. This is standard size power supply here, so just gotta unscrew this one, pull out all the cables, and pop your higher wattage power supply in. Finally, going over the drive bays, as you can see, there's the 3.5-inch drive bay and two 2.5-inch drive bays down there. So definitely could add a lot extra space here and not be limited to that 512 gigabytes of space. And finally, I wanted to send a huge thank you to those that suggested looking at the VRM for the stuttering I was experiencing in Dirt 2.0. I am honestly not sure how I missed the lacking of a heatsink on the chips, but no, the VRM temps must be in the high 80s, if not 90s, while playing. I was going to pull the combo VRM chipset heatsink from my old XFX N4 750A motherboard, as it looked like it would be a perfect match and add some aesthetics to the board. But I was quickly disappointed, as it was just too wide to fit between two of the capacitors and chokes on the Alienware board, as they're placed closer together than the other two for some odd reason. So, back to the drawing board on that one, or should I say, back to the internet with that one. Once I find a solution, I'll post an update, so stay tuned, and honestly, that should be right around the corner. I hope that covers everything everyone wanted to know, and if I still miss things that you would like to know or have ideas for future videos, please let me know in the comments below. Also, I plan on trying to post one video a week, at least on Saturdays or Sundays. However, I may throw out some videos on Wednesdays or Mondays, time permitting. I do work a 9 to 5 on the weekdays, so I have limited time to make these, but will do the best I can in my spare time. Have a great rest of your day, and take care.